The spicier it is, the better food tastes, right? That's usually how it is here in the Borderland, and that may be why Whataburger debuted its new spicy ketchup today. We found several trying it out in West El Paso. A lot of them say it's pretty tasty. So just how hot is the new ketchup? We asked around to find out.
It's not hot, it's spicy, it has a little kick to it. I mean, it's really, real good. People seem to enjoy it around here.
It was actually pretty good. It was, yeah, it has jalapeno peppers, so I mean, it tastes like regular ketchup, but it has a little bit of spice to it.
The new ketchup is a limited batch, meaning that once supplies are gone, they won't make any more.
This is about an El Paso couple who won a contest, and the prize was brand new windows for their home. Baltazar and Victoria Barrios thought they were just having lunch with the kids and grandkids. Instead, this is when they learned they had won new windows.
Just by going to a double pane energy efficient window, they're going to see a huge difference in the temperature inside the house. I noticed everybody here is wearing jackets, and they might not have to do that after this.
Barrios' daughter nominated them for the giveaway. She wrote about how close the family is and all the things that the parents have done for their children over all these years.
All right, it's about that time to announce our Facebook fan of the day. Today's fan is April Cervantes. Thank you, April, for liking us on Facebook and, of course, for watching News Channel 9. If you'd like to become our Facebook fan of the day, all you have to do is like us on our KTSM Facebook page.
The Weather Authority. News Channel 9 Chief Meteorologist Chuck DeRoeder.
Well, we'll call it mostly fair right now. 46 winds are barely there at 3 miles per hour out of the south, 3 out of the east in Las Cruces, where it's a little colder for us, 37 degrees. We take a look at the wind directions. They're starting to shift already, and that'll be a big player in our temperatures tomorrow. Now, they were out of the east to southeast, even northeast. They're going to switch throughout the day. You can see this on our microcast wind vector model here that shows them directly out of the west just after lunchtime through about 2:30 in the afternoon, and they'll stay out of the west as we go into the weekend. Now, combine that westerly wind with upper level high pressure, strong ridge, and surface high pressure, we're going to see above average temperatures at least through Saturday. 33 the overnight low, steady lighter wind and winds out of the northeast, switching out of the west-southwest, and they'll be lighter, but it should affect the temperature. I bumped it up a little bit to 61. We won't be at today's 65 degrees. We hit that at 326, and that is well above our 56-degree normal, our 30-year average normal low. We'll be close to that again tonight. High temperatures anywhere from a nice and above average 61 in the higher elevations around Silver City to 50 in Ruidoso and 64 in Juarez, 63 in Alamogordo and Las Cruces. Watching some high clouds kind of move into the state. We'll see a few of those drift through into the early morning hours and tomorrow. Not much happening. A little bit of snow here, though, towards New York City, Boston, and we'll see another surge over the next couple of days coming out of Canada over the Great Lakes. There's a cold front here. There's the little not so cold front that moved through here. It's well to the south into Mexico now and high pressure over the southwest. You can see the snow creep into the Bitterroots of Idaho and the western Rockies of Montana and even into parts of Wyoming. And there's that snow into the New England states. They're cold around Boston, 28. Down in Miami, that's kind of chilly for them, 67 today with a cold front going through, 60 in Denver and 78 and warm in Brownsville. Overnight tonight, below freezing around Sierra County, up into Grant County, right around freezing, 30 in Deming and Columbus, and 28 in Chihuahua. Daytime highs anywhere from the low 50s in Cloudcroft to mid 50s, Guadalupe Pass, and 62 in Juarez. Lighter winds tonight, mostly fair skies, should allow the temperature to fall down near 30 in Las Cruces, 60 our high temperature. I've modified our predicted high for the Mesilla Valley as well. 32 our low, El Paso. With that westerly wind shift, should be enough. And this is what I did. I took that 59, bumped it up to 61, 62 on Friday. The winds will get strong on Sunday with the Pacific front that'll cool us off Monday.
All right, thank you, Chuck D. So it's a tough night for the Miners on the road, huh?
Absolutely. And there are 2 seasons in the basketball season in college, the regular season and then preseason, or conference season, of course. And conference tonight really started tough for the UTEP Miners. We'll have full highlights coming up next.
News Channel 9 Sports with Bo Bagley.
Well, the UTEP Miners are 7-1 all-time against Marshall, and the Miners have never lost a Conference USA season opener. But all good things must come to an end. Tonight, UTEP opens up Conference USA play in Huntington, West Virginia. Marshall, no slouch. The Thundering Herd are 9-4 early on. DeAndre Kane with the lay-in. Then later, John Bohannon the lay-in. UTEP on a 13-0 run actually took a 13-6 lead. Jaquez Streeter, well, UTEP shot 68% in the first half, but Marshall had a shack attack. Shaquille Johnson hits the three, then Nigel spikes with the exclamation point. Marshall led by 5 at halftime. Second half, Marshall dominated the boards. Dennis Tinnen had 15 points, 10 rebounds. UTEP was out-rebounded by 20. Marshall was solid from beyond the arc and inside the arc, shooting 48%. Thundering Herd led by as many as 20. Streeter finished with 6 assists to go along with his 12 points. Julian Washburn, the freshman, led the Miners with 15. But UTEP shot 27% in the second half as Gabriel McCulley and Cedric Lang fouled out in a 16-point loss, 76-60. It's UTEP's first loss in the Conference USA opener and their first win for Marshall versus UTEP in Conference USA play. UTEP hosts Houston on Saturday. To Philly, unranked Temple hosting 5th-ranked Duke. The Temple Owls have made a knack of knocking off a top 10 team every year, and this year it's the Dukies. Temple shot 56%. 5 Owls scored in double figures as Temple wins it 78-73. Time to rush the floor. This is Temple's first win against Duke since 1996. Well, New Mexico State has hired Franklin Simpson High School defensive coordinator David Elson to be the Aggies' new defensive coordinator. Elson also previously served as head coach at Western Kentucky. NMSU head coach Dwayne Walker said today he sees the same philosophy he has within Elson's defensive system. To the Orange Bowl in Miami, and what a fantastic game in the first quarter turned into a rout by halftime, all in West Virginia's favor. Stunning Clemson fans. Tigers about to score, but Darwin Cook is cooking on this play. Rips the ball out, takes it back 99 yards for a touchdown. Mountaineers scored 35 points in the second quarter as West Virginia wins it 70-33. The 70 points is an NCAA Bowl record. So what about the Aggies? The NMSU men open up Western Athletic Conference play Saturday at Louisiana Tech. NMSU is 10-5 overall, winner of 5 of the past 6, while La Tech is 8-7, having split their last 4 games. Tip-off 6 p.m. Mountain Time Saturday. To the NFL, rough December for the Houston Texans, who ended the season on a 3-game losing streak. Still, the Texans locked up their first playoff berth in Texans history in November, and the city is gearing up for the playoffs. Houston's first since 1993. Should be an electric atmosphere, and the players can't wait.
You know, guys are ready to go. You know, I really think if we had to play a game today, we probably could do it.
It's going to be a crazy atmosphere. I know that place can get really loud.
And Dalton should know, growing up in Katy, Texas, a suburb of Houston, before starring as a TCU Horned Frog. Speaking of Cincinnati, the Bengals feature former UTEP Miner Thomas Howard at linebacker. Howard, in his 6th NFL season after 5 with the Raiders, will be making his first playoff appearance. Today, Howard announced his foundation's inaugural Athlete and Academic Awards reception to be held in El Paso at Coronado Country Club March 29. Let's check out the NFL playoff schedule on Saturday, a doubleheader right here on NBC News Channel 9. The Texans will host the Bengals 2:30 p.m., followed by Detroit at New Orleans at 6. Lions making their first playoff appearance since 1999. Then on Sunday, the Giants will host the Falcons, followed by Pittsburgh at Denver on our sister station, KTBC Local 4. Got to be exciting with the Houston Texans in the playoffs, the first time in franchise history.
They've been a tribute to mediocrity since they began, and all of a sudden they win the division, and there they go.
Now can they do it with the third string quarterback?
How about the Lions, too? In the
Lions, too. Exciting year in the NFL.
Thank you, Bo.
All right, well, Chuck D is back with a final look at your forecast. So, Chuck D, the weather machine is back, so it's surprisingly warm for this time of year, right?
You know, above average. If you like the last couple of days, you'll like the next 4 days until we get another cold front. 30 the low, Las Cruces 60 the high. How about El Paso? Well, a steady lighter wind and mostly fair skies will allow us to drop down, but look at that, 61 our predicted high. Low 60s Friday, Saturday, a little breezy. Windy on Sunday with the Pacific system will drop us into the 50s. We'll stay in the 50s and get a couple cold fronts, so we'll be a lot cooler next week.
A couple more shooting stars still up there tonight?
Yeah, some leftovers. Yeah.
Okay. Thanks so much for joining us. Good night, viewers.